This week's Town Talk segment brings us right in here to the studio at PCN to talk to Kingston's Town Administrator, Robert Fennessy. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Here. I appreciate this.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple different things today to do with Kingston. And can we start with the voluntary water restrictions because it's summer?
Okay, and that's the key word, is voluntary. And we're looking for people to conserve the water right now by having odd homes do it on odd days, even home numbers on even days, between 5 and 7 at night or 6 and 8 in the morning. And it's voluntary. We may think that we have a lot of rain lately, but the water level is still low. So we want to make sure that we can spread it out over the rest of the summer and not have a drought situation.
So it does not affect people that have their own private wells?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
So they can water whenever they want.
And again, what's the penalty? There's no penalty other than your neighbor pointing a finger at you and saying,
shouldn't be doing this. Shame on you.
Right.
Okay, all right, so that's that. Kingston is well known as a green community. And there's a lot of interesting information right now coming forward about Kingston, if you'd like to share with us.
Yeah, and a lot of times people think of Kingston only of the turbines as being the green community, and it's much more than that. Right now, we had applied for a grant and received, about 2 weeks ago, $114,731 from the Department of Energy in Massachusetts, DOER. And that reflects $197,000 worth of projects. The rest will be funded by other grants and other rebates. And when you look at that together, the cost savings to the town will not only be that $197,000, but it will reduce our energy bill by about $26,500 per year in municipal buildings.
What are the different programs that you're going to do with this money?
A lot of it is lighting. A lot of it is tightening up the insulation and other areas on the envelopes of buildings.
Okay.
So it's really geared only to energy consumption.
And energy efficiency. Okay. Right. So is this all existing buildings? Is it town-owned buildings? Is it schools? How far does this?
It's both. It's town-owned buildings and schools, which technically are town-owned.
The same, right.
But and it'll be spread out amongst the different projects that we put in for the grant. And our town planner, Tom Bott, did a great job putting that together for me. We're trying to see what we can do to continue that green energy movement in the town.
Now, as far as your turbines go, that's part of the green project?
It is.
Okay.
That obviously reduces the energy consumption as well as the carbon footprint in the town.
Right. Okay, that's great. Now, another green project that a lot of towns are looking at are solar farms or solar fields. And I hear that Kingston has that. We
are on the verge of finishing our request for proposals, RFP. We'll put the first solar farm in Kingston. Right near the turbine.
Okay.
So it'll be a low impact issue, and hopefully it'll bring in revenue to the town as well as energy credits.
Okay.
In the metering program. So I'm looking forward to it. Where it's a very convoluted and complicated process to go. It has to again go through the DOER to get approval before you even put it out to bid.
Right.
But we had done this in the past and didn't receive any advantageous bids from different groups. Hopefully this time we'll be able to move forward on it and have that sited there.
So when you're trying to figure out the cost of a solar field, does the town have to initially put up money to create the field and then you get money? No. How does that work?
It's put on by the bidders. We'll install the solar panels and so forth.
Okay, and you will get a benefit from
rental
it, but they will also.
As well as credits.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Now, you have been the town manager in Kingston for just over a year.
A whole year this week.
Okay. So, tell me about your first year. What were the things that surprised you, and what were the things that you thought, oh, yeah, this is what I thought would happen?
It's funny. A lot of the smaller things became bigger issues.
For example?
with residents. It could be the closure of the bridge or traffic in the center that generates a number of calls. And the bigger issues, we're smaller because you can handle those.
Right.
But it's been a great ride
Yeah.
for 1 year.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I just entered into a 5-year agreement with
Excellent.
the town, and so I'll be here for the next 5 years.
Excellent.
So I'm looking forward to that.
And we will have you back on set.
I love it. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
information
Thank
today.
you.